Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee, and welcome to this video. This is the little card I have to share with you today. It's this little birdie. I've used this stamp before and I do love it. And I like the little birdies. Starting to see them more out and about now as the weather improves. They're not hiding away. I love seeing the blackbirds, especially in our garden, and the magpies. Unfortunately we still get the pigeons, but you can't have everything. And they nest here in the summer and it's just lovely to watch. So here we're going to make another little birdie card. So stamp set is Sweet Songbirds, and it's this one here. Sorry about the glare. I'm going to use various elements off here. So let's start with our birdie. So I've got a scrap piece here of basic white, and our little birdie is going to be a pink birdie because I say so. So I want a pink birdie, and I'm going to have a pink birdie. So let's stamp our bird here. There we go, one birdie stamped. And then we are going to look for some more blocks and our stamp set. And we're going to stamp the birdie's wing. I should bring in my simple chamois as well so we can clean up everything as we go along. You're going to need the blocks again. So I'm going to stamp this here, just like that. That's the bird's wing. Now somewhere on here is his eyes, or her eyes. Here they are. So use a small block for this and close up our melon mambo. I'm going to just use a little bit of basic black, memento black, for the eyes. So just put these where you sort of think they might go, like that. That'll do. And put the stamps away before I do anything because it's so small I don't want to lose it. And then I've got here some Mango Melody. I'm going to use this for his beak. I'm going to try and find the beak, which is here. You can have this popped up as well, but I'm just going to have it flat. There we go. That's the beak. Okay, so that's our little birdie done. So let's close that up, and I'm just going to clean my birdie up so I can have my block back. Okay, so set that aside for a second. And then I've got here a piece of basic white cardstock, and I've cut it out using the deckled rectangular frames, and I used the 1, 2, 3 second and third largest. So this is the third largest, and we're going to stamp now our little branch. We're going to use soft suede ink for this. And let's see, how do we want it to go? I want to give space for our bird to sit, so maybe like that. Something like that will do. And I can see clean that up as I'll need the block back as always. And now we're going to stamp our leaves, which are these ones here. This can go on a block. Close this up as It's about to stamp in the wrong colour, which we'll never do. I'm going to use nice and vibrant. Everything's bright here, Granny Apple Green. And then just going to line this up to the edge of our branches. So I'm sorry if my head's in the camera. Just like that. Clean that up. Close this up. And the last thing we're going to do is stamp our flowers. So let's get that out. Well, it's not the last stamp. It's a little bit more after that, but this will be the last colour. Balmy Blue. Okay. Is the colour we want. And we're just going to stamp some flowers. That's very whimsical. I think that's actually enough. So put away our little flower, and then the other thing I'm going to do is there are some dots, not music notes. There's some dots that I'm going to use. I just need to see which stamps that I use the dots from. Petal Park. So I'm just going to get Petal Park out, which is here, and I'm just going to use these dots. You could just do this with a marker as well, but it's easy enough to do here. And I'm just going to scatter some dots about, just changing the orientation of my stamp as well. I don't want too many. Saying that. Sometimes it's hard to know when to stop. That'll do. Plenty enough there. Okay. Let's clear the decks. So put this little stamp away because it's so tiny. If you don't put this away straight away, you're liable to lose it and it'll end up in the rubbish bin or something. And then you'll curse. We'll spend half the day looking for it, so let's put away as we go. Clear away our blocks, at least. Okay. And I'm going to clear away my ink pads. I'm going to bring in my birdie. And we're going to punch birdie out. So let's bring the bird in. And I need to cut off a little bit from the edge here so that he can properly, whoops, my block's falling over. And I'm just going to line up my bird as best as I can. Punch out, and then I'm just going to punch out the wing here. There are other bits you could punch out, as I said, like his beak, but I've chosen not to do that. Okay, so let's clear all this mess away. And start to build our card. So my card base is Balmy Blue. It's a standard A6 card base. That's an A4 sheet cut in half and then folded in half. Then I've got a piece here of basic white that measures 14.35 centimeters by 10 for the insert. And you can find all these measurements on my blog post, and the link to that is in the description box below, so do check it out. You'll find all sorts of all my social media links there if you're interested. Okay, so the front of the card, I've got a piece here of the Hugs of Happiness Designer Series paper, and we're not using this gorgeous floral side, which almost feels like a travesty, as it is just so pretty, but I've got more. I'm going to use these lovely dots here, these lovely, not dots, crosses that look like sort of rainbows. I love it. Okay, and then I've got a piece here, the Wash and Beauty Designer Series paper, and those are cut out by the same deckled rectangular dies, and this was the second largest die. And I'm just going to put our stamp piece on top, and then I'm going to put this on top of our card base. Okay. And now we're going to just put together our birdie. So we need some dimensionals on our birdie. See if I've got any more. I do have some here. This is from a kit. That'll do for birdie. I think I'm going to put one on his, just a small one here on his tail. I'm just going to place the bird wherever you want. That'll do me. And then, where is the bird's wing? Here it is. I'm going to pop this up as well, so it's going to be doubly popped up. And just place it wherever you want. It's a bit close to his mouth. It's a bit high. That's better. Okay. I just realised there's one little bit of stamping we still need to do, and that's a sentiment. And I was going to do this one, so there's a little note of thanks. So, what's up? A little note of thanks. Just put this, use my grid paper to line the stuff up. And then I'm going to stamp in soft suede ink. Just like that. A little note of thanks. And then finishing touches, I've got here some of these festive pearls. I'm just going to use some of these to decorate. I think these are meant to be green that I'm showing you, but they don't look green to me. They look more bluish. I think they match the balmy blue cardstock really, really well. There we go. Okay, some more. Let's do some more down here. Sort of have it on a diagonal. There we go. So there's our cards. I hope you liked them. If you did, as I said, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know. And please don't forget to subscribe to future videos. As I said, all the links you could ever want are down below in the description box, so I'd love it if you could take a look. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye!